my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a try-on haul. I have collected over the past couple of weeks some new products and I thought I would do a full face. Not everything is exactly new, but I have pretty much everything, so let's jump right in so this video doesn't turn out to be 35 minutes long. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I got this from a giveaway on the Smashbox Germany Instagram. So this is probably my favorite silicone-based primer. It definitely helps my foundation go on a lot easier and look a lot better. It's much more expensive, however, much more worth it than the MandyMBeauty Skin. That primer is one of the worst ones I've ever used. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we're going to start with brows. And I'm going to be using the Benefit Soft and Natural Brow Kit. If you watched my haul last week, you did see this, and I did tell you that I'm not the biggest fan of it, which I'm not. But it is the newest brow product that I have. So I'm going to start with the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This is in shade 3, I think. It doesn't really have that much info on it. So okay, now I'm going to go in with the other side of that pencil and use the spoolie to kind of blend that in. Okay, and then I'm just going to go over it with the Ready Set Brow Gel. This stuff is okay. It does kind of make it feel like I've got some hairspray in my brows, but I mean, I guess it does its job setting them and keeping them in place. And then I'm going to use the Eyebrow after I conceal and carve out my brows. And for that, I'm not using anything new. I'm just using the Essence Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer. And I'm just going to use the applicator to carve out under my brows and kind of put the tail a little bit better in shape. And then I'm going to take a Eyeshadow fluffy brush and just blend that out and down towards my eyelid. Usually I do a lot more with my brows, but I figured since today this is a new product that I can show you, I'll just do easy brows. Okay, so now we can move on to eyelids. I'm going to use the same Essence concealer and just dot that on my lid to cover redness and veins before I use a primer. And for primer today, I'm going to use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, since I'll be using a Too Faced eye palette. And to set that, I'm going in with the Coty Airspun powder. with the same Eyeshadow fluffy brush, just a little bit to make the primer not tacky so that shadows will blend more easily. Okay. So, now we can use the Eyebrow, I don't know what to call it, like a highlighting pencil? Creamy Brow Highlighting Pencil. This also came in the benefit kit, and I'm just going to put that under my brow bone. And then blend it out a little bit. Okay, so now that all that's taken care of, we can move on to eyes, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Love palette. I actually got this just recently at TK Maxx, which I believe is TJ Maxx in the US, but for some reason it's TK Maxx in Germany. I got this, I think it was 17 euro, and it comes with 3 palettes and an eyeliner. So I think I'm gonna use, they do have lookbooks. I don't know, I've never really looked at this palette. I've swatched it, but I've never really looked at the complete thing. So, I guess I can try and follow one of these, and if I don't like it, I can just not use it. It doesn't say, oh, okay, so the shade names are on the back of the palette, which makes it a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to take Cherish, which is this shade here, and sweep it from my brow bone to my lid, using my Zoeva 227 brush. That is really, this is following the lookbook for the Pure Love Quad, which is this one over here. It's quite sparkly to kind of put all over your eyes, but it's kind of too late now. So, oops. Okay, so now that my eyelids look like a glitter bomb, we can move on to step 2, which is to put Dearest on the lid, which I believe is this gold shade. Yes, it's this gold one here, so I'm going to just use that same brush and sweep that onto the lid. It doesn't have a whole lot of, I think I might actually use my finger for this. That's better. It doesn't have a whole lot of pigment when you pick it up with a brush, at least not the brush I was using. But it works pretty well with your finger. Okay, so I swept that onto the lid. And then we're supposed to put Desire in the crease, which I believe is this brown here. And I'm going to use my Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush and blend that in. I feel like there is an absolute ton of glitter on my face right now. Too Faced, what is this? I don't know about all this. I think I might have to start changing it up here. Okay, so I'm going to take this same brush and take this shade, which is Romance from the True Love palette, and I'm going to just put some of that in my outermost corner to add a little bit of definition, sweeping it a little up into the crease to kind of calm down the shimmer that the other shade applied there. Okay, so first impressions are that I hate this palette and I wish I wouldn't have wasted $17 on it. It's a waste of money. The colors suck. There's too many glitters, not enough mattes, and I hate it. So to try and do something with this terrible eye look that I have on now, I'm going to do some winged liner. And I'm going to do that with my Zoeva 317 brush. I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera since there's nothing interesting. I'm just using the Essence Cushion Liner, and I will be right back. And for concealer today, I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in NC15. And I'm just going to take one pump of that, on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take my off-brand concealer brush and conceal under my eyes. A little bit down the nose, on the forehead, a little on the chin, and on the Cupid's bow. And I'm going to blend that in again with the Silk Finish Foundation Brush number 102 from Zoeva. I have found recently that I much prefer to use a brush for these type of things rather than a beauty blender. In fact, I actually haven't used a beauty blender in, I almost want to say a couple months. It's been a long time, I know that. My nose today does not want to take any foundation or concealer, so if it's red, that's why. I have days where it will take product, and then I have days where it won't. Today, I guess it doesn't feel like it. Okay, and then I'm going to set under my eyes with the Coty Airspun powder, and then we're going to move on to some more liquid products. I'm just going to set under my eyes, so I'm going to use a contour brush from Real Techniques so I can precisely put powder under my eyes and not have it go anywhere else on my face to avoid my makeup getting cakey. And once we're done with liquid products, we will go back and set the rest of the concealer. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to finish setting my face because none of the products that I wanted to try out actually worked. So, oops. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Zoeva 105 powder and just go in with the Coty Airspun. Okay. So, now let's go ahead and finish off the eyes. I am going to go back into the Too Faced Love palette and take the shimmery brown shade on my Zoeva pencil brush and run it under my lash line just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to finish that off with the same Tarte lash paint. I don't want to say the name on the tube because I can't pronounce it and I always feel like I sound stupid when I say it. So I just I choose not to say it at all. Tarteist, I've heard plenty of YouTubers say it like 800 different ways, so I'm never sure which one is correct. So it's the Tarte lash paint for me. Oops. And for lashes today, I'm going to be using the Kiss Lashes in Daisy. Okay, and I'm going to use some Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This is just the little sample size that comes with lashes when you buy a package of lashes. I feel like these always look more natural when I'm looking at them in the packaging. Like when I'm looking at them in my lash book or in the packaging, they always look more wearable, and then you get them out and they're like furry little caterpillars that you're supposed to glue to your face. I don't know. Okay, so I went ahead and switched out my Kiss lashes for my wispy lashes, my Ardell Demi Wispies. I just really cannot stand these Kiss lashes. The band is just too thick. They're just too much lash for me. I don't like that much drama for a day look, so I went ahead and just switched them out. Moving on to face makeup, since I couldn't do the liquid bronzer and I did just swatch the Hoola bronzer, which is right here. It's going to be far too warm for me, which I was actually told that it works for all skin tones, which it really doesn't because I don't want to look orange. So I'm going to be using my MAC blush in Harmony. This is my newest favorite product, basically ever. And I'm going to take that on a Real Techniques contour brush and just apply that in an upward sweeping motion to carve out some cheekbones and add a little bit of color back to my face. And then I'm going to take a little bit up onto my forehead, on the temples, and a little under the chin. Okay. Oh, and before I move on to blush, I'm going to take this brush, I don't know, from Unique, and I'm going to put a little bit of powder on it and contour my nose. I still have the red spot, as you can see, because for some reason my nose just said no to makeup this morning. I don't know why. I really like this. I did look at regular MAC bronzers, but they are actually all far too dark for me. The sales lady actually also said that she doesn't think there would be anything that would match me that wouldn't be too dark, so she did recommend Harmony. It's a really nice cool toned brown. This is a blush, but it is a really nice cool toned brown. And for blush today, I'm going to use my MAC blush in Peaches, and I'm going to take that on my Zoeva, I don't remember the number, 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of that right on top of the bronzer so that I don't look so dead and lifeless. It's hard to not look dead and lifeless when you are the color of a piece of paper. I can make fun of myself, it's not a big deal. Okay. So for some reason, that decided to come out ridiculously pink on that side and not on the other. That's wonderful. Guys, I'm having a really bad makeup day today. I don't even know if I want to post this video because it's that bad. And since that decided to happen, I'm going to go in with my powder brush and the Coty Airspun powder and try and get rid of some of that color, which isn't going to work because that's not how life works, but I'm going to try anyway. Okay, and for highlighter today, I'm going to be using Lightscapade, which is a mineralized skin finish. This is the lightest shade. Looks like this. And I'm going to take my normal highlighting brush, which is another contour brush from Real Techniques, and apply that on my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, little more. It is a more natural highlight, which I usually don't go for, but it's so pretty that I really couldn't help myself. And on a sponge tip applicator, I'm going to take a little more of that and highlight the inner corner of my eye. And on a flat blender, flat shader, I'm going to go over the eyebrow pencil a little bit and highlight under my brow bone. Okay, so now we can finally move on to lips and finally get this tutorial over with because I know it's been such a mess. And I also found these at TK Maxx. These are the Melted Metals from Too Faced. I have 3 shades. I have Metallic Violet, Metallic Jelly, and Debutante. I have used Debutante before, and it is very similar to the I think it was the Melted Matte that came in the Christmas package. And then I have never used these two, so I think I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to go for probably Metallic Jelly. These were $7.99 at TK Maxx, which is an awesome place to get makeup like this in Germany, especially when Too Faced doesn't normally sell over here. So what I have found with these is that you should mix them up pretty well before you apply them, or they won't apply very evenly. Okay, so that is all taken care of. Now we can go ahead and set the face, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Factory Hydro Balance Fixing Spray. This I picked up. I actually wanted the Estee Lauder setting spray, but apparently they either don't sell it anymore, or they don't make it anymore, they were out of it, something. So I picked this one up. This was €15, and it does a pretty decent job. I've used quite a bit of it. Smells really good, I can at least say that, and it does really take away the extra powderiness from your makeup. Okay, you guys, so I again apologize for this video being such a major mess, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're interested, my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat are all linked in the description bar. The link to my blog is in this corner of your screen, and down below are 2 links to other videos I've made that might be interesting for you. And I will see you in the next one.